This is Dennis Dayton, Indiana Gold Hunter. We are in Vegas at a gold show, and I'm over here at the Gold Claw booth because they're getting ready to unveil 2 new products. So we're going to keep this live while we're going because I want to show what they're doing and what they're getting ready to unveil, guys. This is going to be amazing. So, Ron, I'm going to take it from you. Let me grab this here. That's Ron. That was my camera guy. The other co-host. Yeah, the other Ron. So we got Clint Washburn from the Gold Claw and Ken Snyder from the American Prospector. Just to kind of show you, this place has been completely packed. There's Caleb.
Is this the big reveal area?
And Mr. Grimes himself.
He's here at the Gold Claw booth. If you haven't come over and seen this new product, please do. And right now, we're about to unveil 2 brand new products from Gold Claw. Before we do, though, I'm going to give Clint Washburn a couple of minutes to talk about how he came up with the design for this and what it really means to him and how we kind of launched this company into a new millennium, really. So, Clint, would you do me the honors of talking about Gold Claw?
All right, thank you. I'm Clint Washburn, and I didn't actually start making gold pans. My history began making equipment. Up in Alaska, we were making machines that took gold out of that nasty black sand. And like many of you, that required me to need to gold pan a lot. And so I would make a machine, I would run a test, and I would be running a 5-gallon bucket or more's worth of material through my pan. And that's just hard to do. And I probably own at least 30 pans now that I could do a gold pan museum on all the different types of pans that are out there. And I really never intended to get into the gold pan business because I just wanted to buy a good one and use it. And I couldn't find one. I remember one pan I bought and just the shipping was $50 from Europe, thinking this has got to be the one. And it wasn't. And that's when I realized I had to make a gold pan because I knew what it needed, but I couldn't find it. And so that's where this first original gold claw.
I'm gonna get it right now.
And the idea behind this is that this actually utilizes some of the technology I've got in the machines, and those machines aren't made in public yet, other than the fact that they kind of exist. So that's kind of a sneak peek into a future product. But they're awesome machines. But this is just it hinges on that technology. And I mean, what we really want. Do we enjoy gold panning, or do we enjoy putting gold in our body, right? This shouldn't be about panning, it should be about getting gold. And I had to get through my 5-gallon buckets for my tests, and it was taking well over an hour with my gold pan. And so this is what I came up with to get through that. So now with this type of a gold pan, when I'm going in my fast mode, I can get down through there easily in under 10 minutes with this gold claw. What's that? My dad says it's 10 seconds. That's for one pan. To my whole 5-gallon bucket, I can do it in under 10 minutes. And that's better. But we released this, it was what, October? We released it in October. And so some of you may have seen it way back then. And since then, people are starting to understand what this is. It's different. This is not a gold pan. This is a dig system. That normal swirling motion we do doesn't work in this pan. And nor the washing. You got to retrain yourself. And the funniest thing with this pan that we found is that the newbies, the people that don't pan, they take to this like a duck to water. They watch you do it once and they do it right. It's people like Shad and Kathleen over here, and Dennis over here, and Tim. They've got that muscle memory, and they're trying to swirl, and they're like, I'm not so sure about this. But once you get over that, then you can have those fast 10 to 20 second pans as well. And of course, it depends a little bit on your material. But we've been getting a lot of feedback from everybody. And we've learned a few things about what other people have, what they need and what they want. And so we knew we needed to do more than just this one design. And so that's what we're here to talk about today. So, I mean, what more could you want besides this? I mean, this little teeny 12-inch pan is so small that it goes with you anywhere. But it's so fast that it can outpan a 16-inch pan. And we've got a guy up. I was tempted to actually fly him down here because he is. How many people are on Facebook? How many people have seen this kid up in Canada called? His name is Jerome Jimé. It looks like Jerome Jimmy. I see yeses out there. Okay, you've seen him out there on Facebook. He does 10-second cycles. He goes through this in 10 seconds. Dumps his cons, fills it up, goes through it again in 10 seconds. He dumps his cons into another gold claw pan. He has two. And with this gold claw pan, he is actually outperforming the people that he's working with, and they have sluices and they have high bakers. Okay? So wouldn't it be cool if you could do that, outperform a sluice, but maybe go even faster? Okay? Okay, do you want to talk about that a little bit, Ken? I'm going to let Ken have a turn. Let's go there. Okay? So that was one of the needs. People say, yeah, this is for prospecting, but what if I could actually speed this up and actually mine with it? Jerome Jimé is with this. But what if that were 5 times faster than this? Okay?
We're already at 10 seconds. So we're already at 10 to 20 seconds per pan, right? He's doubled that by going into a production mode where he's dumping into one, classifying, getting it down to the black sands, and then he goes in and he finishes it out. Okay? But what if, just say, what if there was a device, okay, that could get you down to that same level in, say, 40 seconds, okay? But maybe, I don't know, 2.5 gallons worth of material. 2.5 gallons of ponds. Would that help you out? Okay, I've actually done studies with this new technology and my sluice box. Okay, if you go out and you classify into a 5-gallon bucket, you guys all know this if you've been out there on the river, classify into a 5-gallon bucket, take the 5-gallon bucket over to your sluice box, run it through, and then have to pan out your ponds at the end. What's your average time?
A long time.
Too long.
Way too long. So that's the first answer I got. But I'll tell you, it's anywhere between 25 and 40 minutes. Okay? And I don't care who you are or how bad you think you are. I shovel with the best of them. Okay? You guys can see I'm a bigger guy. I can move a lot of material really fast. Okay? This new device that we're about to unveil to you, and Clint chose the order of this. I didn't choose this. Okay? Is exactly that device. Are you guys ready to see something remarkable? I'm sorry. Yes! All right, are you guys ready? Are you sure you're ready?
Yes!
Okay. So we're going to reveal this thing, but we also want to make this announcement. We're still listening. Okay, now that you know about it, we want to hear your opinions, your ideas, your needs, because we still have some flexibility in this design, and we still need to name it. So we're looking for those inputs from you. So let's see this thing. Let's go. Woo!
Who else but prospectors, miners could all go, woo!
All right, so it's bigger, it's badder, and this is our new gold claw. So this one here, now this is as big as we can make it on the 3D printing technology that we have. And I don't know, they need to spend more money. They said they only spent $300,000 on this printing machine. But this is actually shrunk just a little bit so that we can make it fit. But this is the idea. Now we made a prototype, and I was out playing with it, and it was holding about 2.5 gallons. And I don't know if I should tell them my time. So I was going what I thought was kind of slow because I'm kind of used to using this technology now. And I looked down at the timer when I was done, and I was done with 2.5 gallons in 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Okay?
It works exactly the same way as your conventional gold claw does. Okay? You get this, you fill it up with your material, and you start that shaking motion. Now notice where I'm holding my fingers out here. This is a natural rotation point, so it makes it a lot easier for you to start rotating it forward. Okay. On the other side, your cleanup side, again, you're going back to that same motion. You're going to get everything down here on the bottom, stratify it, and start the linear shaking motion back and forth. And again, you're rotating that material out. Okay, 20 seconds. So I made the challenge on Gold Prospector Space Radio to get rid of your sluice boxes. What do you think? 2.5 gallons in 20 seconds. Okay, so for that 5-gallon bucket that we just talked about, anywhere from 25 to 45 minutes, right? I've just about 10 times improved the efficiency right here.
Get rid of your sluice box, get rid of your classifier. Just start digging, let's get the gold.
So anything else you want to say about this real quick?
Well, I think I'm going where you were going. This isn't the only thing we heard from people that they wanted. There was more. There was more.
So I get the honors of introducing my little friend. Okay? You guys remember the Al Pacino movie Scarface? They say hello to my little friend, right? That's pretty good. Okay? We're going to show you something that is about the same caliber. Now, any of you guys do sniping? Go out, crevice, pull it down into a pan, wash it out, right? How long does it take you to do that crevicing process? Okay, well, let's go ahead and take out the fact that you're in there with a coat hanger or something pulling all your gold out, okay? And once we get it into the pan and you start just washing your black sands back off your gold, how long does it take? Again, 45 seconds maybe if you're really fast, a minute, 2 minutes, okay? Well, here we're going to take you into another realm of Diggs technology with our little friend.
So, when you crevice, doesn't that pan kind of get in the way? Trying to get down into that crevice. Now, I don't know if we should announce who, but some of you told us they love this idea called sniping. In other words, you kind of look left and you look right, and then you hurry and take a sample and see what you got. Okay, sniping. No, not over here. So to do that, you probably need something small, say small enough to fit in your pocket.
In your pocket. Which Clint has had in his pocket this entire time. Now, isn't that a cute little pan?
I don't know where this black color came from, Tim. All right, you want to see?
So without further ado, again, our unnamed product.
Oh yeah!
Purple. Thank you, Dennis.
Yeah.
Go ahead and set that up there right there on top of that. So now you're looking at 3 different solutions, folks, okay? We've got your standard pan, and I'm just gonna introduce you guys to this concept real quick. Put this in your backpack, your hydration bladder, you're ready to go. That's the only tool you need. 2-inch, it's got a number 2 shovel head on it right here. You've got your finishing pan, your classifier, and a fine finishing pan on that side. Now, think about this. You're in your car, you're driving over to a friend's house for dinner that night, you see a creek, here's your pocket pan because it's in your glove box the entire time. Okay? Now, you go out to Pirates Cove, Dennis, okay? And you're out there working that good gold. How fast are you going to be able to get through your material now with 2.5 gallons in one device? There is not another need for a different pan to be on this market now. We've covered all the bases. Okay? So, with that, you had something you wanted to show?
Well, I just thought I'd try it real quick. Anybody want to try it?
You guys want to step over the trough and see how it works real quick? Come on over.
So this is your small pan. We're still looking for the name, but it fits in your pocket. It's great for sniping. It's great for when you're on that run and you're thinking, I want to run, but I want to stop at the creek that I'm about to run over and see if there's gold in it. Or I'm going to a camp out and I want that with me. It fits in your, not, you saw that fit in my jeans. It doesn't have to be a pair of sweats even. But let's just try it real quick. Notice it's the same motion, it's just miniaturized. So there's the one side. We'll turn that around. And there's the other side. And then I don't know if you guys can maybe see it, but there's your gold. Okay, so again, we want fast answers. Is there a gold speck down in this crevice or down in this spot or not? Very quick, you get right down to the gold. So the pocket, the all-round original, and then when you want to go actual mining, you've got yourself this large one.
All right, any questions about what we've got going on here? Because I've got a couple, but go ahead. When does it become available? That is a great question. So, do you want me to commit you, or do you want to do it on your own this time?
I don't like your commitments.
I would like to have it on the market by...
Indianapolis Gold Show.
Goodbye.
I would like to have it on the market by July 31st. That is my most favorite emotion that I see from Mr. Washburn. Okay? And I'll have to give him CPR. I was going to say mouth to mouth, but I'm not putting my mouth there.
Yeah,
but
that's getting old.
I've had to revive him multiple times. Number one, it was a challenge just to get this to the prototype stage. Again, this man's mind is amazing. He did this in 2 weeks to get it from the concept of what he wanted to do into a prototype and test it out and prove. Okay, so
the hard part was getting me to do it.
Say that again.
The hardest part was getting me to do it.
And now that it's done, aren't you excited?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to say July 31st is what we're striving for right now for the smaller pan. Okay, the larger device is going to take a little bit longer because we have to come up with a tool maker that can handle a tool that size. So I'm going to commit us to October.
Now, to do this,
If he was smart, he'd say you're fired at that point.
Yeah, first of all, I need a new helper because Ken's out. Man. But to do this company is just getting started. And to get that first pan done, which was a miracle really, we did it through a Kickstarter. And thank you all for helping with that. And then we needed some more colors because people said, please give us color. And so we did another Kickstarter to get there, and we needed that help to get to those colors. So to do this small and this larger pan, which is yet to be named, we're going to see what feedback we get. We're going to have to do this again through Kickstarters. So you can wait for the Kickstarter and sign up, or if you want, you can do a pre-order with us right now, and we'll sign you up for that.
So I know one of the other questions that somebody asked me is, can we order them now? Absolutely. If you guys want to be one of the first to order, we will take pre-orders here at the show for either of these devices, and then we're going to have another event coming up real soon where we launch for the broader public. But wouldn't it be cool to say you were one of the first to have something this innovative? I know it was when I got my gold claw, my original gold claw. So, any other questions we can answer for you? Say again?
What colors are available?
So most likely we will go back to the standard colors that we offer, which are purple, pink, blue, clear, and green. And maybe for Mr. Grimes, and we'll have to come up with a unique name for this one, right? But maybe for Tim Grimes, we will do one limited batch of black.
Now, you guys still running that? If you buy a purple pan, $1 goes to. Why don't you explain that?
Okay, so I'm a veteran. Shad's a veteran. There's several veterans here
I'm a veteran.
amongst us right now. First of all, thank you guys again for your service. We can never congratulate or thank each other enough for what we've done. If I tear up, forgive me, okay? Because this is always really hard for me to do. When I came back from the Gulf, I had PTSD so bad that I literally thought I was going to end up in prison from killing people. I wanted to kill everybody. I didn't care. I couldn't figure out how to get over that stress, and so I went back to some of my old childhood hobbies: hunting, fishing, golf, And I thought maybe that would do it. Golf just added to it. I'm going to tell you that right now. And so one day a guy says, well, you know, have you tried mining? And I said, what do you mean? He says, well, it works your muscles, you know, it works your whole body. So maybe you got to think about prospecting again. So I went down and I bought a really, really cheap pan. And I thought, okay, I'm going to give her heck. I went down on the river and I shoveled into the pan. And in about 25, 30 minutes, I started to feel this just calming sensation come over my body. And pretty soon, all the traffic that was going by and the airplanes and that, they just kind of disappeared, fizzled off into the distance. And pretty soon it was me and that stream and my shovel and my rocks, and I was happier than I've ever been in my life. Okay, so I thought, maybe I'm onto something here. And I opened up something that it was a real stretch for me. I created a YouTube channel called The American Prospector. And the idea behind that was I wanted to go out and find other veterans that were going through similar things that I was going through and give them an opportunity to release that stress or whatever you want to call it. And so I started taking vets out to the river with me. As a result of that, when I joined up with Clint, I kind of explained my story and told him how much I was in love with the original digs. And so I asked him, I said, have you ever thought about selling your product and then giving a piece of it back to servicemen? And he said, oh, I'd love to do that. I'm absolutely just enamored with the fact that there are men and women in this country that are still willing to put their lives on the line so that we can all live the way that we do. So I asked him, I said, you know, I've done some stuff with the Wounded Warrior Foundation. These are guys that have been through hell and back, and they're still trying to live a normal life. And they're the guys that need the help more than any of us. You know, I mean, I can get past my issues. Some of these guys are coming back without arms and legs, brain trauma, that kind of stuff. They need that help. And so I asked him, I said, can we give a percentage of the proceeds back to Wounded Warrior? And he said, I'd love to do that. How do you want to go about it? The first attempt that we made at it is to give a percentage back on all of our products. And now what we've decided is that because Purple, number one, is special to Dennis, but it was special to me because of the Purple Heart Foundation of Wounded Warrior, I want to give $1 from every sale of a purple pan back to Wounded Warrior. So we're going to continue that kind of philosophy as we go forward with these other devices. So we will always carry purple. That's kind of where the whole story started. Sorry to get off on a tangent. But we'll offer purple for as long as we can because that's where I want that money to go. And then we're actually looking to expand out into some other endeavors. We're going to start taking vets out with us to work claims and help these guys get back on their feet. So whatever you guys can do to help us out to do that, we certainly appreciate it, and I know they do as well. So, any other questions? Thank you. Okay, guys, so look for July, the end of July, and the first part of October for these two devices to be released and available to the public. As usual, we probably will do some kind of a Kickstarter or early bird campaign, so that's when you get in and get the prices that are really convenient. So, all right, so thank you guys all for coming out for our unveiling. Hope it impressed you the way that it's impressed us, and hope to see you guys with these in your hands soon.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Here we got it, guys. Get an up-close look. Here is the pocket.
The Gold Father. Is that what you said? The Gold Father. I like it. The Gold Father. Let me show you how this works.
There's the big one.
Talon? Yeah, that's what Scott Tony was saying.
Damn it.
Did he steal it from you?
No.
All right, guys. That's what I got. This episode on the Gold Claw. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
When I came back from
You heard of Forgotten But Not Gone?
what's that?
You heard of Forgotten But Not Gone?
All right. We'll catch you later, guys. Coming up next, gonna be when we're in Arizona doing some dry washing and some prospecting. So, it's Dennis State, Indiana Gold Hunter.